Yo, what's going on, guys? Can you guys hear me? Oh, you should be able to hear me. You guys can't see the screen, right? I gotta figure this thing out right now. For some reason, it won't pop up the screen. That's not good. I don't know why it won't pop the screen up. Oh, there we go. Finally, thank you. Alright. Alright, boys.
Here we go. Alright, audio should be good. Audio should be good. Alright, audio should be good and you guys should be able to see the screen. Can somebody just confirm? Can you guys confirm you guys can see the screen? Audio's good. Everything's good. Right? Alright, cool. Alright, let me send this out real quick so more people can join up. What do we have going on over here right now? We're rejecting pretty hard. Yeah, I'd like to take a short somewhere over here. Well, you got eye tracker on? Do I have eye tracker on, bro? Can you guys see that? How do I remove? I don't even know how to remove it, to be honest. You guys are gonna have to deal with it because I really don't know how to remove it right now. Let's send this out. Yeah, I don't know how to remove the eye tracker, bro. All right. Let's begin. So I'm obviously CPI like is usually pretty clear. We're looking for these data lows, obvious. So I want to see if I can get a nice little entry here and get these data lows right now. Realistically, my entry should have been like up here somewhere, but I was trying to figure out this stream stuff. So can you make it HD? Is it not? You guys should, that should be on your end, right? HD should be on your end. It's like 480p. Fuck. It's capped at 480p, bruh. I honestly am not entirely sure how to change that around. We're gonna have to we're gonna have to wait for that. Let me ask somebody's professional opinion. For now, like, let's just get into the trading. I'm trying to get an entry here, probably right here actually. I might take an aggressive entry right now. Okay, so the way that I generally trade, whenever we have a move like this, for those of you guys who don't know, whenever we have a move that's happening like this, where we have a lot of momentum to the downside, I'll give it a shot with a very, very aggressive entry, something like this, where we have an immediate PDRA or several immediate PDRAs where I can anticipate a rejection from, right? So it'll be a tighter stop loss. So this, I'm gonna literally place that right there and then see how this works out. But I'm gonna keep this a tight stop, and then I would try a second entry or maybe even a third entry if it goes a bit higher to where I would initially have wanted price to go, which would have been this order block right here, right? So if we can go retest the order block, cool, great, I'll get in. If not, then obviously I would have to keep using aggressive entries here. I just stopped out on that first one that I tried right there. So I'm gonna do that here. I don't know if it'll push all the way up to this order block. It's a little bit of ways now, like 20 points. So if it gets there, cool. But if not, I want to try some of these aggressive entries. All right. But I am in favor of shorts right now. I don't want to try anything else. I would just want to be in a short. I don't like longs. Even though ES has already taken data lows, I do think that these data lows get hit. So historically, like, if you guys go back to pretty much any CPI move that's ever taken place, we will usually put in a wick, and then we will put in the actual candle, right? So it'll have a wick, and then price will go to one side and then come all the way back down and seek this wick, right? That's usually generally what happens every single CPI. So nothing different here. I'm looking for those data lows to get swept. It's just a little sketchy now that ES has taken them and is putting in some bearish SMT. But the weekly profile I'm in favor of right now for this week is going to be either a high of the week today or high of the week today is going to be the weekly profile. This isn't really rejecting from anywhere, to be honest. So I do want to see this order block. I don't know if we'll get it though. A lot of momentum. See, this is what I was talking about. There's a lot of momentum to one side, so it's difficult to get an actual entry. Indicator is ICT HTF candles by Fadi. 730. 730 is data lows. It's the CPI data candle. Look at the low of that specific candle. Yeah, I don't know. This might not give me that order block, but then these aggressive entries are also like kind of shitty as well. It really isn't pulling into much of a PD array here for me to enter. Took an entry on the 15-second. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking for here as well. So we have these up close candles here on the 1 minute. On the 15-second, we have this series of up close candles, which should hold, which it is. All right, I'm gonna try one more aggressive entry here. For now, I would leave my stop there, give us about a 15-point stop loss. And the target here would be data lows, obviously. And these are already up 75 points. 90, or not points, ticks. 110 ticks. Jesus, 130 ticks there. I'd be looking to probably full trim at those data lows. It could go a little lower, but I think I'm gonna do full trim at data low. Nah, actually, let's see how it reacts there, and then I will see if I want to take a full trim or not. I want to see a reaction to these lows here. For now, my stop loss will remain where it's at. I'm not gonna move it break even just yet. So if we create some, actually, this can get pushed down to that high. That's kind of it. It's the only valid placement for this stop loss. I would not put it to break even yet, personally. But yeah, very choppy right now. It was up 110 ticks, came all the way back to break even. But generally on days like this, I'm fine taking a few smaller losses. There you go, another stop. Yeah, it's pretty shitty right now. I would be relatively fine taking a few smaller losses, only because I know that the implied move that I want here is going to make up for whatever small loss I take. This is the 10 a.m. candle open. Maybe this does something, goes a little bit higher. Yeah, the 10 a.m. candle. But I would have personally wanted to see this 10 a.m. candle open and manipulate higher right away. We opened it up and went lower. Testing that same order block again. Wait, why did this camera just shut off? Why does it do that? Hold on, guys. Figuring out this face cam problem right now. Oh, it said it needed to cool down. Alright, hold on. I think we got it. Yeah, this is a hassle, bro. Okay. Are we good? It's still doing this eye tracking thing. I honestly don't know how to turn it off. So we're gonna have to deal with it for today. We do have some bearish SMT forming here now as well. I think this one might go into that 5-minute order block I initially wanted. If this leg can do that, that would be perfect. We are retesting a hourly area of resistance, so we have a breaker block here and retesting the OB right now as well. So let's see if they can maybe pull up into there. This level, by the way, that we're rejecting, that is the 4-hour wick. So pretty important level. If you go back here, it's the midpoint of this 4-hour wick. That is what we are rejecting from right now. So I would like to see high a week here today at some point. Either it's this high or, I don't know, makes another high or something. But high of the week today is my anticipation. No entry for me here just yet. No way this fucking camera died again. Yeah, this camera is struggling, boys. I don't know about this face cam right now. Did it say it was too hot again? All right. Making a move back down right now. Again, lots of bearish SMT here through this range. It's really just a matter of like where exactly you're going to get your entry now at this point. As soon as it stops chopping around, could be a decent area for a short right now. We've put in some SMT at the highs. The only issue for me right now is that there's no major PD array being tested. That's the problem. Like to see like a 5-minute array here. This would be the next immediate one, but I don't know if it's going to give me that. Disrespecting 15-minute FVG. In this range right now, we don't really have one. 15-second FVG right there, getting tested. All of these are like super aggressive entries, but the risk to reward doesn't make a lot of sense. That's why I'm just kind of holding off on it. If the risk to reward makes sense, it's a trade I would take. Oh, yeah, so back in the buy side of this curve. Yeah. I know. See that one. There's another one a little bit lower as well where we bounced from for the CPI move. Those will all get violated. It's gonna go see CPI lows. Like it's definitely gonna go see those data lows. But the entry here right now is the hard part. It's just a bit choppy for like a good entry right now. Yeah, whatever FVG we have from the sell side of this curve, or sorry, the buy side of this curve, especially on the 1 hour or wherever, it doesn't really matter, they're all going to get violated. I wouldn't expect any of those to hold. But entries right now are kind of difficult. If we can get a nice entry, that'd be perfect. Yes, we do have bullish SMT. I'm not giving it weight because of these data lows. Like price is seeking these data lows right now. So that bullish SMT will not stop that. It will still continue to go seek these data lows. Yeah, we do get a 15-minute change in state of delivery here in a minute and a half now. through this range, I wouldn't take anything. I would just wait for this 15-minute to close. Data lows are almost there. There you go. There's data lows. 10 seconds for this 15-minute candle. I don't know if the next one's going to go and retest this change in state of delivery level just by the looks of it. We are just straight slicing through this area. There you go. There's the new 15-minute. Should make somewhat of a pullback. I don't think it'll be aggressive enough to go retest that change in state level, though. So, again, like, these are going to be aggressive entries, but it's the problem with them, is that they're aggressive entries. I would expect to see displacement through this low. Like I said, I think that this is high of the week, so we want to continue seeing lower and lower now. At this point. We have some targets down there, as long as we get some decent entries. Yeah, ES will go probably below the daily open. I'm targeting the daily open on, or sorry, not the daily open, the weekly open on NQ. Same thing, targeting that weekly open on NQ for a like target for the rest of this week. For right now, I think that this is going to be difficult to get an entry within this range. We have this 1 minute fair value gap right here. Could be a good one. I want this upper 1 minute fair value gap. We have this immediate one, but I do want this upper one. Yeah, we're definitely still bearish. I think this is going to be high of the week, so I think we're just going to melt down now. Should just continue lower. We'll see how it reacts to this immediate fair value gap we have. I wouldn't really love an entry there. Again, like I would like to see the higher one. Nah, not really a dumb idea. You can trade NQ on a 50k funded. Maybe MNQ I would trade actually on a 50k funded instead of minis. Trade micros. All right, we are in this immediate fair value gap. Like I said, I want to see the higher one. It's going to be the preferred move. Um, 15-minute is starting to wick up a little bit. I think personally for me here, the best entry will take place if the 15-minute can close and pull into a 15-minute PD array. And that would be a good entry. Throughout here, it's still a little bit sketchy. I'm live every day, not here. I'm live every day in the Discord. Not here though. Here I'm gonna probably start doing like 1 day a week. Yeah, it's rejecting the CE of this immediate one right now. Yeah, we do have some bearish SMT with the upper fair value gap here right now as well. I might give this a shot. Again, these are all risky entries. Like these are just low risk, very, very aggressive entries right now. Well, like the last one, the way price is moving, the last one, it literally went 110 ticks into profit and then came all the way back to break even. Place this stop loss somewhere in this area right now. Because we do have SMT with this upper one. ES pulled into the upper one, as you guys can see, and Q did not. So if that SMT is going to play out, then we should be rejecting from this immediate fair value gap. Like I said, the perfect entry for me where I can actually size in takes place at, if we close this 15 minutes, we have 3 minutes left. If we close the 15-minute here, and then the next 15-minute candle goes and pulls into that fair value gap up there, that'd be the best entry. But I think it's worth a shot trying these low risk immediate entries. This will probably be the last like super aggressive entry that I try. After that, I would wait for like a 15-minute setup, and then you can get a 1-minute sell model out of a 15-minute fair value gap. I think that would be a good one. Other than that, there's really not much else here for today. We know that today is most likely going to be high of the week. We know that today probably continues lower into the rest of this week. It's just difficult getting an actual entry here because of the way that price is moving now after making this move, right? It's the only thing. But we have a few lows that can act as the draw. So right now, this 590 level, 590, 580, that area is very strong. I think price should go seek that. And placing yourself in this move is obviously the difficult part right now. What I want to see, obviously, none of these rejections from any bearish PDRA are valid until and unless they go and make new lows, right? So in order for this rejection from this fair value gap to be valid and for me to be able to move my stop loss lower, I would have to go see this low at the very minimum, right? Price would need to go break through this low, and then that can confirm some bearish order flow. Obviously, we do have bearish order flow already. It would just be for this specific leg. Does that make sense? So we want to go see through these lows. Want to see momentum through these lows as well. I don't want it to just break and then immediately wick right back up. If that can happen, then this fair value gap's valid. If that doesn't happen, then there's just as good of a chance that this goes and breaks above this fair value gap and inverses it, right? We got about 30 seconds for this 15-minute to close. Again, the best entry here is going to, I'm going to move the stop loss lower, so cut risk in half now. The best entry, in my opinion, is going to take place on a 15-minute pullback into a 15-minute fair value gap. That would be the best looking entry today. We're getting pretty close down to this low now, so I want to see it through there. This one's up 80 ticks. I want to see it through there. There you go, but need some momentum through it. Can't just reverse here right now. I'm going to keep stop loss where it's at. Again, not moving it down to break even. You guys should be managing your own risk. That's 2 trades now that are over 100 ticks. This one just went 101. So manage these trades as your risk allows you to. I'm going to keep it where it's at. There you go. There's 200 ticks there, guys. 215. Beautiful move. So some candle closures below here. This thing's good. 230 ticks. You guys see how the win is making up for the losses? If I was to fully close here, it would make up for all the losses that we took. So days like this is how I would trade. You can pyramid. Honestly, it's kind of risky doing any pyramid entries here, but you can at any 1 minute pull back into a 1 minute PD array. That's where I would honestly pyramid. I'm going to keep it where it's at, personally. My stop loss is now going to go up to that high. That's where this fair value gap here would invalidate. Target's going to be 590. That's the first target. 590 level is the first target. Yeah, you can absolutely use standard deviation for target mapping. We have this immediate 1 minute fair value gap here now. I would want to see that get respected. We have 2 of them. So these should respect. Should see new lows off of them. $200 ticks, guys. Manage your risk. If you're in multiple lots, just take some trims to be on the safer side of things. Realize some of your gains, and it should keep going. So that down there is our first target, and then we can assess it from there and move it lower as needed. That would be the first target. We just tested this 1 minute immediate fair value gap. We need to see a new low here in order for that to be valid. So we can go crack this low and make a new low. It's valid. It's good. If not, it's going to come back higher. All right, there you go. New low, 230 ticks still. Let's see some continuation through this. 250 ticks. 18.5. No, it's not a bad target. It's not. It's a good target. I would just like to see like these first ones first, right? Like you got to take it one at a time. 18,500 is still over 100 points away, right? But we need to obviously get past these ones first in order to see that 18,500. It is reversing at this low. We'll see if it fully reverses or if we can continue lower. Obviously, we don't want to see it reverse here. We did get a close below, but barely. So all these lows we should be seeing displacement through. Leaving a lot of breakaways right now. We already have a new 15-minute candle. Not a single fair value gap tested on the 15-minute. Yeah, that new weekly opening gap does line up with this level, these two. That's why I have these here as my first targets, because obviously we got to make it past that to see any lower. So as you can see, like this is probing order flow in real time, right? As you can see, we did not see displacement through this low, and it closed and immediately started reversing. So now it has went and broken this high that we put inside of this fair value gap. So at this point, it might even reach up into the higher one. This is NQ. This is a Nasdaq. The one and only Nasdaq. Rejecting again. Same rule applies. We want to see new low get made with some displacement. All right. That's what we want to see. If that doesn't happen, then there is a good chance that it comes back up. I understand that we have bullish SMT here, but we are disregarding the bullish SMT because of the overall higher time frame weekly setup. I wouldn't expect this to really reverse here. Not saying it's out of the question, but I'm not putting much weight on the bullish SMT here, personally. Okay, need to see a new low. Need to see these two, this low here get cracked. We're back at 230 ticks on this trade. 240 there. 250. There you go, new low. So need to see some continuation here. As long as we see some continuation, it's good. No closure below the low here. It might start to slow down now, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if it slowed down a lot by now. Also, guys, for everybody here, We are having some issues with the stream while like it's maxed out at 480p for whatever reason. These are all going to be fixed going into the next stream. We're going to do these once a week. I'll probably do them every Wednesday. We'll do a free stream. Every other day, I'm live in my Discord. All right, new low there again. 286 ticks, 290 ticks. Yes, there's Discord streams every single day, which has a free trial, by the way. So you have 7 days free to join the Discord. You can watch the streams there. You don't have to pay right away. If you don't like it, you can cancel. I'm on the 7-day now. It's my first day. Let's go, baby. Welcome. 280 ticks done. I'm out. There you go. See, so manage your own trades now here at this point, guys. Manage your own trades. You can move this stop loss down to this low, or this high, rather. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to move it up to this high now. Ideally, you should not get through that high. Even if it does, it'll probably still find a way to go lower. It's just if it gets through that high, there's a better chance that it goes all the way back to my break even, which I don't want it to do now at this point, being up 290 ticks. Yo, look at that. Perfect timing. He moved his stop loss 1036 high. I did too. Great minds think alike. We're almost to this first target. Very, very close. This trade, once we close it, will have fully made up for the losses, the 2 losses from earlier, the small losses, right? This is how good trading works. Boom, baby. 373 fucking ticks. 2 targets have been taken. This last one here remains 370 ticks, baby. Stop fucking playing. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. If it starts slowing down here, I'll just manually close it. But right now, I want to see this low. Come on, baby, get there. This is how we do it. Let's go, baby. Why did you just spank me? My fault. My fault, gang. It won't happen again. Yo, let's get a video for IG going. Yo, guys, everybody spam W in the chat, all right? Everybody spam W. 370 ticks on this trade. Let's go, baby. All live for free. on YouTube. Come on. That's how we do it. All right, W spam over, W spam over. I turned on aimbot right here somewhere. Let's go, guys. Beautiful. All right, if it starts slowing down, I'm gonna close it. All right, I'm closing it. I'm closing it. I'm all out. I'm all out, baby. Let's go. This doesn't mean that it's not gonna go lower. It's still gonna go lower. I'm just closing it out because that was a fire trade, and that is undeniable. Let's go, baby. The Discord link is in the bio, boys. It's completely free. For your first 7 days. Live every single day in there. Look at that. It might go into this next low now. Low key. It might get there. Up pretty nicely here today though. Man, that was a fucking beautiful trade. That was about as good as it gets on a day like this. Where we navigate through some very, very choppy conditions, but it's all right. That's how we do it. Yes, but there's an echo? Nah. Shouldn't be an echo anymore. Yeah, I mean, it'll still continue lower. Like I said, I believe today was high of the week. So, this should still continue lower and lower and lower. There you go. There's that final target getting hit right there. Absolute beauty. Absolute beauty, boys. What a great trade. What a phenomenal trade. That's what I love to see. So, yeah, I mean, it should continue lower and lower. I don't see any reason at all for this thing to stop. It should go from where we're at right now. It should go into this next low, which is 497. That's a bit away, so it can, you know, like form some sort of internal buy model and then sell again. But at this point, if you want an entry, okay, if you want an entry and you missed it out, or you missed out on it, sorry, missed it out, I would look for a 15-minute fair value gap getting tested on a 15-minute candle. That means that one of these 15, like this live 15-minute candle needs to come and retest one of these 15-minute fair value gaps, and then you get a 1-minute sell model out of there. That's gonna be it. It's gonna be the only thing here that would make sense. What if I got the first entry, bro? If I stayed into that first trade that I took, I think it was somewhere around here that I took that. Where was it? It was like right here, bro. This would be 865 ticks. Fuck. That sucks. I have boxes over my eyes. What do you mean? Oh, are you saying my aimbot, or like what are you talking about? Wouldn't you look for reversals at all today? No, I would not look for reversals to the upside at all. I would not look for a reversal, bro. It's not gonna reverse. We put in high of the week today. Like today was high of the week. It should go lower and lower into the rest of this week now. You guys heard it here first from Keyflow himself. Today was high of the week. PPI should expand lower as well. Everybody understand that trade? Does everybody fully understand this trade? Why I took this here? No, tempo trades is not my brother. Everybody understands this, right? Is there anybody that does not understand this trade so I can explain it to you? Now is your chance to speak up. Me? Okay, so you don't understand it? All right. Let's explain this trade here real quick, okay? So my entry was going to be either in this fair value gap or this upper one, right? I was favoring this upper fair value gap. The reason I was still looking to short even after we had broken through this major low here is because we displaced through this low with a lot of strength. So that shows me that order flow is clearly still very, very bearish, and we should still continue to look for shorts, okay? Now, we have two fair value gaps here. Which one do I enter on? Like I said, the higher probability play will always be the higher fair value gap, the upper one. However, in this leg, you will see, if we go to ES, ES went and hit this upper fair value gap right here, right? It broke through this candle and went into the upper fair value gap. Now, if I go down to NQ, you will see that NQ did not break this candle's high, right? So what is this? This is SMT, right? This is bearish internal SMT because this upper fair value gap was not hit on NQ, but it was hit on ES. So once we confirm that we have bearish internal SMT here, we can take this fair value gap, the immediate one that we are rejecting, and get the entry there. So the entry took place right here on this fair value gap, and we were targeting these previous lows. If you go to the 15-minute, we have this low here, the 590, and then we have the 580 low, and then the low that we just broke, which is 562. Okay, that is why I took the entry where I did. How do you join the Discord? It's in the bio. Link is in the bio. Just scroll down into the bio, like the little description. It's in there. Okay. Everybody now understand why we took this. Where's the invalidation? The invalidation of this fair value, like this entry. I had my stop loss right here at this around this high, or actually it was around this high. So I took the actual entry here. Let's open up the executions. Okay, so this is where I took the actual entry, was 672.5. So that is right here on this candle. And my stop loss went like directly at this high, or like somewhere around here. I believe it was right there. And then target was around there. All right. So invalidation would have been a break over this high. That would have invalidated the bearish SMT, and we would have pulled into this fair value gap on NQ as well, right? Invalidating that bearish SMT. I probably still would have looked for a sell model at this first one. But we would have needed some bearish SMT inside of there in order for me to enter. So we would have had to build some structure in here, like, and then get a drop. And then we would have had to see SMT here. That's the only way I would have entered at that upper one. Can you explain the two relevant PO3 candles? It's just the 4-hour. It's the only one that's relevant, is this 4-hour PO3. And we just traded the continuation of this 10 a.m. That's all. Is it bearish SMT? Yeah, bearish SMT was inside of this fair value gap. Do you think it'll spike soon? I mean, it might. I don't know. Would I enter longs off of it? No, absolutely not. If anything, if it does get like a big spike here and it decides to start pushing higher, I would look for shorts. I wouldn't look for longs. We call it PDRA. PDRA. Wow. PDRA SMT. Yeah, it's internal SMT. That's what it is. Right? External SMT would be SMT at the highs or lows. Internal SMT would be with fair value gaps and with order blocks, with whatever PDRA you have inside of the range. How much are you up on the day? I'm up 731. No, so look, trading CPI and PPI and all these news days, specifically FOMC, CPI, PPI, it's very easy. Like I said earlier, the CPI candle is going to form a wick low and a wick high, okay, just like this. What's going to happen is we're going to go take that wick high. Once we take the wick high, because we're bearish, remember, you have to use a overall higher time frame bias in order to execute on this. Once we take wick high, it's going to reverse, and then we are going to target the wick low, which is exactly what we did here. Targeted that wick low, right? So the same thing should happen tomorrow, again, with PPI. We'll form a candle, we'll form a high and a low. If we take the high, we target the low. If we take the low, we target the high. Simple. I'm up like 70K. Jesus, buddy. What do you think will happen next? Should keep going lower. That's what I think. Should continue lower and lower. I wouldn't think that it reverses here at all. Yeah, I don't think it's going to reverse. I would be pleasantly surprised to see it reverse. All right, guys. I'm probably going to call it a day here. That was sick. That was perfect. That's as good as it gets. If I was you guys, like I said, and you really, really are itching for another entry, wait for a 15-minute candle to pull into a 15-minute fair value gap and get a 1-minute sell model out of there. I wouldn't take anything else here today. Okay, so that's what I would do. Obviously, it's up to you guys. You know, manage your own risk and whatnot, but that's how I would recommend you to trade for the rest of today. We're going to be doing these streams weekly, okay? Every Wednesday, I'll be live here on YouTube, but I am live every day in the Discord, so if you guys want to try out the free trial, join up in the Discord. The link's in the description. That's going to be it from me, guys. Everybody have a fantastic rest of your day. And let's kill it tomorrow. Have a good one, gang.